Chairman. John Welch, South African Gun Owners Association and the National Collectors Confederation of South Africa. I have an observation to make, first of all, with regards to the first speaker and then from the Secretariat, and then possibly one or two just questions arising from that. The first one is with regards to Mr. Lamb's acknowledgement that the statistics are not up to date, first of all, and Ms. Kohler-Barnard has emphasized that point. But also that the statistics that are available are not indicative of the true situation currently in South Africa. For instance, to bluntly say that so many homicides occur per day in South Africa is a blunt but wrong statement. No distinction is drawn between legitimate killings and illegitimate killings, because there is a major difference. And this in fact takes us to the essence of the situation, where a person, in terms of the right of life, in terms of the Constitution, has a right to defend his or her life and other people's lives. Unfortunately, very little or no emphasis is placed on that. In fact, Mr. Lamb has not even referred to that in his analysis of the situation. I believe that matter is clearly lagging. The second issue, with very great respect to the organizers, is that emphasis is placed on firearms control, or as it is generally called, gun control, whereas the emphasis ought to be placed on crime control or people control, because at the end of the day it is people who commit crimes. It is the attitude of people who have a general attitude of being civilly irresponsible in various ways in life and civilly disobedient to the laws of the country, that things like these take place. It is therefore very unfortunate that not a clearer distinction is drawn in that regard. I would then also like to the reference by Ms. Fourie to, for instance, the number of crimes committed and the illegal possession of firearms. Although, and she is quite correct in what she mentioned, that the Northern Cape, for instance, has got the lowest firearms-related crime rate in the country. Yet, what she has not mentioned, it has the highest homicide rate in the country. As I say, more people are killed annually in the Northern Cape than anywhere else in the country. What is the reason for that? Sharp instruments mostly are the cause of death to those people. And that indicates one thing, Mr. Chairman, and that is that the complexity of the problem we are talking about. The complexity of the problem indicates that firearms by themselves are not the problem. I believe that government and the various instruments of government need to look at a real problem rather than merely the symptoms in this regard. So, if I could have elaboration as far as that is concerned, there are various other questions that we could raise, but now is not the time to raise it, because I believe the principles need to be discussed first of all. Thank you, Chair.